Hey, kiddos, this is Pastor Vern for our worship for December 6th for our kids' time. And remember last week I kind of messed up. I didn't get the video out on Saturday night. I don't know what happened. I tried to put it out and I didn't realize till about Monday it didn't upload. So sorry about that. But anyway, we're going to continue on with our Advent. Remember last week we started with our Advent wreath, and we got our candles that we are going to light once a week and talk about those. And so, if you had a chance to make up something like this, or if you have an Advent wreath in your home, that's great, and kind of keep track of what we're doing. This week, we're going to light a second candle. So, I'm going to take my marker that I got here, and I'm going to put a flame on another candle. See, I got one in the back here now that has a flame on it too. That candle represents love. Okay? Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. And maybe one of the greatest stories of love that we have in the Bible is the story of Joseph. Now, Joseph was Jesus's earthly dad. He was Jesus's heavenly father is God. But God needed somebody to help Joseph grow up or help Jesus grow up and become a man that he could start with his ministry. And so he chose Joseph to be his earthly father. Now, Joseph, you know, he really didn't have to do that because of the circumstances of God being Jesus's father. So kind of Joseph is a little bit kind of Jesus's adopted father, kind of and we call him his earthly father. So what did Joseph have to do? Well, first of all, he had to understand that Jesus was God's son and that his job was to help raise God's son up to be a time where he could do his ministry. And he did that in the same way that his dad raised him up. In those times, usually you would be kind of trained by your dad or someone else who was skilled in your family of what your job was going to be. Joseph's dad's name was Jacob, and it was not the Jacob from the Old Testament, but a Jacob from a time nearer Jesus's birth. Of course, he'd be Jesus's earthly grandpa, I guess you would say. And he had taught Joseph to be a carpenter. And so as Jesus grew up, Joseph took care of him, made sure he had everything he needed, food, clothes, place to live, all that kind of stuff. And he loved him, and he taught Jesus to be a carpenter also. This is a great story of love because Joseph didn't have to do this. And he could have kind of protested to God. In fact, he kind of did a little bit. But you know how God is so good to us to help us understand sometimes what we need to do to be a part of his family and to do the things that he would have us do in order that other people can learn about Jesus and have that relationship with him, is that Joseph had an angel come to him in a dream and said, it was okay. It was okay. Just, we want you to be the one who's going to help Jesus grow up. And so he did. And he gave him all the love that any dad would give his child. And so it turned out to be a really cool, nice thing. So, one of the things we learn from that is we can love people if we choose to. And if you choose to love, you can be an important person in someone else's life. So kind of think about that a little bit. If you choose to love, if you choose to be an important person in someone else's life, you're living the example that was given to us by Joseph in the scriptures. And Joseph was considered a good and righteous man. And we all want to be good and righteous people. All right? Well, that's kind of our story for this week. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Kind of keep an eye open. We're going to get some stuff out to those of you who are part of Friends of Jesus. and so on pretty quick. So you'll have some stuff to help celebrate Christmas and learn more about it. We miss you and we love you and we can't wait to see you again. Y'all take good care of yourselves. Okay. Bye.